Hello and welcome. In less than 2 minutes, you're going to find out how to receive up to $1,178.12 today in just 3 clicks by exploiting a secret program set up by the multinational Amazon. Thanks to this hidden program, David Smith from New York has received $8,170 in the last 10 days. Margaret Johnson from Chicago received $7,938.80. And Nicholas Wright received $8,306.97 on his first day. Do you want to know what these 3 people have in common? They have none. Apart from the fact that they'd never earned $1 on the internet before, and now they're using the same secret program to earn as much money as possible in as little time as possible without having to promote and sell products on Amazon. Most of them even thought that making money on the internet was impossible for normal people. In fact, what if I told you that anyone can earn up to $400,000 a year thanks to this site that everyone knows about, even without any knowledge? You'd think it was too good to be true. And I'd say the same thing if I were you. It's only natural. Most people just spend their money on this site. And right now, only a few well-informed people know how to use it to make lots of money on a daily basis. But this secret program is not new. It's been hidden in Amazon's legal disclaimer since 1996. And you're about to see that it's changed in scope this year after a discreet announcement that went unnoticed, but which made the possible gains enormous for the first to take advantage of it. Thanks to this discovery, I won $33,890 last June, and I won another $35,789.89 in July, and another $34,907.41 in August. Still, I'm just a normal guy who stumbled across the right information at the right time. I had no marketing experience, I'd never set up an online business, and I didn't have any postgraduate qualifications. But that didn't stop me from using Amazon's secret program to afford a life of luxury. Because what counts on the internet is getting to the right place at the right time. For example, those who put $20 into Bitcoin in 2012 became millionaires easily. Now it's too late. Those who created a small, simple dropshipping business in 2015 could become rich easily. Now there's too much competition. It's not necessarily difficult to make money on the internet. You just have to be there at the right time. And right now, there's still time to take advantage of Amazon's secret program before anyone else knows about it, as long as you hurry. You could use it today to earn up to $8,400 a week predictably, honestly, and over the long term without investing your money. So to be honest, I'd find it hard to believe myself if I were in your shoes. And I'd probably have lowered the sums if I'd wanted to sell you something at any price to make it seem more credible. But this is really what's possible, even if it sounds crazy. Imagine for a moment being able to generate enough money to never have to work again. Imagine never having to worry about money again and being able to pay off your debts, credits, and bills without any stress. Imagine the look on your friends' and neighbors' faces when they see you drive up in a beautiful new car. Imagine yourself in the home of your dreams, with plenty of room for your friends and family. All this could become real faster than you think if you watch this short video to the end. To get started today, all you need is an internet connection and a computer or smartphone of any model. Forget diplomas, experience, or computer skills, because you won't need them. What you're about to discover is simpler and different from anything you've seen before.
Salut, ça fait 2 semaines que j'ai commencé à utiliser le système. Le premier jour, j'ai réussi à le mettre en place en quelques minutes seulement, alors que je ne suis pas doué en informatique. Et j'ai gagné exactement 1 013,68 € dès les premières 24 heures. Et maintenant, c'est la même chose tous les jours. Depuis le début, j'ai gagné un peu plus de 15 000 € en tout et c'est vraiment énorme. Je pense même à me prendre la Mercedes que je rêve d'avoir depuis des années. En tout cas, encore un grand merci. À plus.
Salut Mathieu. Bah écoute, moi au début je cherchais juste un complément de revenu. Mais ton système il va au-delà de mes espérances. Déjà en 30 minutes, j'avais tout installé, tout configuré sur mon ordinateur et pourtant j'ai un vieil ordinateur. Mais le mieux, c'est qu'en fait dès le premier jour ça a fonctionné. J'ai reçu un peu plus de 920 € et là ça fait 3 semaines que ça tourne à peu près. Et tu vois, j'ai déjà assez pour rembourser mon crédit qui me prenait à la gorge depuis 2 ans. Et bah du coup là avec ma copine on prévoit d'aller en Grèce. Franchement ça a changé ma vie. Je te remercie 1000 fois mec.
This person was no different from you. She just wanted to make the most of her life and earn more. Just before I show you how to easily use this website to earn up to $400,000 a year from home, I need to give you a few important details. Unless you've been living in a cave for the last 20 years, you've probably heard of Amazon. And maybe, like you, before discovering the site's secret program, I used Amazon to make everyday purchases such as phone accessories, sports equipment, and DIY tools. But do you know what a goldmine this site is? In 2022 alone, Amazon generated over $513 billion in sales. Take a look for yourself. The site's revenues are colossal, growing every year without ever suffering a crisis. In all, Amazon receives 2,730,000,000 visitors a year. In the US alone, that's 6,600,000 visitors a day. The opportunity is enormous. Even during the COVID crisis, when the overwhelming majority of companies were in freefall, Amazon almost doubled its sales, and forecasts show that this multinational could reach sales of $1 trillion by 2025, according to a study by Bloomberg Intelligence Analysis, one of the world's leading financial analysts. So those who get in on the act now will be on the right boat and will have many happy years ahead of them. They'll be able to forget about crises, inflation, and unemployment. By the way, it's thanks to this meteoric growth that Amazon boss Jeff Bezos has become the richest man in the world, with a fortune of $189,700,000,000. And now, it's your turn to take a slice of this gigantic cake, a small slice that could amount to as much as $400,000 a year if you're one of the first, and all without having to invest a cent of your own money. So, you're probably wondering why I don't keep it all for myself if it's so profitable, and that's a very good question. But before I give you my hidden motivation, let me congratulate you, because if you're still here, it means you're an intelligent person who really wants to improve your life and succeed. You're probably sick and tired of the state driving you around, openly mocking you, and bosses getting richer and richer on your back. Which means you may have already tried a method of making money online, or maybe you've wanted to see if it was possible, but never trusted internet trainers. Maybe you've even tried to make money on Amazon and been left confused, frustrated, and disillusioned without seeing a single penny fall into your pocket. I assure you this is normal, as most methods are outdated and teach techniques that worked years ago. And if you fail, it's not your fault, because without the right information at the right time and a turnkey, tested, and approved system, it's almost impossible to make money on the internet, and even less so on Amazon because everyone else is doing the same thing. But there's a new, little-known, and easy way to make big money on this site without selling any products. And today, I'm going to give you access to the same system I use to generate up to $36,000 a month on Amazon. I'd like to introduce you to the AMZ Momentum account, a tried and tested system that can help anyone earn up to $400,000 a year on Amazon. The best thing about this turnkey system is that everything will be ready in 45 minutes for your first income. This system is based on a little-known revolution released in mid-2023, but right now, hardly anyone is using it to make money on Amazon. And I'll tell you in a moment why I guarantee 100% results with this system, and how you can easily install it by simply copying and pasting. Unlike other ways of making money on the internet, which take weeks or even months to set up and end up with zero results, you can install it in just a few clicks and see your first results today. Take a look at how much I've earned in the last 7 months with AMZ Momentum. In all, I've accumulated $234,089.12. And in a few seconds, I'll show you how this system works and how you can quickly duplicate it on your computer or smartphone. But first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Matthew Little. I come from a very modest background. Let me tell you that before I discovered this powerful system for making money with Amazon, I was far removed from the world of online business. My parents were honest, hard-working people who were very religious. At home, we didn't talk about making millions of dollars, but rather about having a stable job that put food on the table. My father worked on a production line at the factory, and my mother was a home seamstress. We lived in a small working-class housing estate near my father's factory. Our house had only 3 bedrooms, but there were 5 of us, brothers and sisters. I was the youngest and slept in the same room as my older brother. There was always food on the table, but all my clothes came from my older brothers, which my mother patched up. We didn't have much money, but we were far from unhappy. After graduating with a bakery diploma, I started working as an artisan baker. Suffice it to say, I wasn't destined to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars from my computer. At 23, I married my high school sweetheart, and we had a son the following year. For a long time, I made do with what I had. My job didn't pay very well and the hours were hard to keep, but I was happy with my family and that was the most important thing. But technological advances meant that new machines were replacing more and more workers in my small town. As a result of these mass layoffs, there were fewer and fewer customers on my side of the factory. As the months went by, I felt it more and more likely that I would lose my job for lack of customers. Then one day, I received the phone call everyone dreads. Overnight, I'd lost my job. Feeling sick to my stomach, I didn't know how to tell my wife, let alone how I was going to support my family. I had no other skills, and finding a new job was almost impossible in my small town. But I didn't want to move, because that would have meant moving away from my parents and making my son change schools. With my unemployment, I had 4 months to get back on my feet and find a solution. I knew that the internet offered a lot of possibilities, so I decided to explore the options without really believing in them. I did the classic search, how to make money on the internet. And I came across a whole bunch of people who all seemed to me to be more or less scammers. For 2 weeks, I went through everything. Blogging? No, it was too time-consuming and required skills I didn't have. I bought a $97 dropshipping course, but realized it was too complicated for me. I began to doubt and to think that there was no real possibility for a normal guy like me. I ended up trying paid surveys, but they only paid me a few dollars and I never managed to withdraw. In the end, I was so desperate that I even thought of selling some of our stuff on eBay. But that wasn't a real long-term solution. After a lot of searching and persistence, I finally had a stroke of luck. I was surfing a forum in the depths of the internet and came across a testimonial from a woman named Maggie. In a long message, she explained to me that she was a beginner and had earned $23,200 on Amazon in 3 weeks using a brand new method. At first, of course, I thought she was a liar. Yes, if it were possible, everyone would already be doing it. But I was curious, so I contacted her by message. She replied in less than 5 minutes, sending me all the proof. It was true. $23,204.91 in just 3 weeks. I couldn't believe it, and I took it as the answer to my prayers. So I explained my situation and asked her if she could show me how she had done it. And she agreed. Her success was due to a simple, free, and little-known new technology that sends thousands of visitors automatically to Amazon, ultimately taking a cut of the revenue from best-selling products. That's not what this technology was originally intended for, and hijacking it to make money on Amazon was a stroke of genius. Within a minute, I went straight to Amazon to create an affiliate account. I was overexcited and jumped right in. Except that after a few days, I realized that I didn't know what I was doing, and that it was harder than I thought. She'd told me what technology it was, but she'd been vague about the rest. She'd just explained in broad strokes. There were complications, of course, but I knew the possible results. I couldn't give up. I spent the next few weeks researching, learning, calling Amazon advisors, and chatting on forums of experts in the field. After a month of research, I knew exactly what to do. I set up the system with what I'd learned. And the very next day, logging in, mind you, I had earned $1,178.13, all in 24 hours. The next day, I'd won $1,213. And the day after that, I'd won $1,026.98. It was a small miracle. I had succeeded thanks to the system I now call AMZ Momentum. With this system, you can bypass the weeks of research and hard work. In fact, when you access AMZ Momentum, you can start making money from day one, just like me. And you can make money with any product sold on Amazon by getting your affiliate link back in one click. You don't need to sell any products yourself, contact sellers, manage deliveries, or customer support. The only thing you need to do is get your one-click link and drive thousands of people through it with my system. As soon as someone buys a product through your link, you get a commission for helping to sell it. And Amazon is the site people prefer to order from because it's secure and has everything. On average, someone who visits Amazon leaves 17% of the time having bought something, which is 10 times more than on conventional websites. That's 1 visitor in 6. You can imagine how fast it can go if you send thousands of visitors using my system. To get started, all you have to do is go to Amazon and sign up for the free affiliate program in just 2 minutes on this page. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do it easily. Now you need to ask yourself, how do I actually get visitors to buy through my link? You also need to ask yourself, which product should I choose? How do I get my link? Do I need a website or spend money on advertising? These are just some of the problems I've had to deal with. Bringing in visitors is very easy and free. thanks to the system I've discovered and to which I'll give you access. Everything else I've had to learn the hard way. But you won't have to because you're going to benefit from my turnkey system and my experience. The only thing you'll have to do is select one of the top earning products from the list I'm about to give you. Get your link in one click, then plug in my system to bring in thousands of people automatically and wait for the money to arrive. Rest assured, you're totally anonymous with this system, and it has nothing to do with posting on your social networks. It'll work no matter who you are or what your age or skills. You won't have to do anything complicated, including setting up websites or creating ads. With AMZ Momentum, making up to $400,000 a year in Amazon commissions could be as simple as counting to 3. Take a look at the results of current members.
Bon, je te fais un retour d'expérience sur ton système AMZ Momentum 2 mois plus tard. Déjà, je tiens à te remercier pour avoir été présent et d'avoir répondu à toutes mes questions. La mise en place était super simple alors que c'est ce qui me faisait peur. Et ensuite, que dire si ce n'est que toute ma vie a changé? Là, je te parle depuis Tokyo, j'y suis depuis 5 jours. Mais avant, j'ai fait New York, Las Vegas, Los Angeles et la Thaïlande. Et je profite enfin, quoi. J'ai quitté mon travail et je suis dans les meilleurs hôtels, je mange dans les meilleurs restaurants. Et tous les jours, l'argent continue de tomber en quasi automatique. J'ai pas recompté, mais depuis le début, j'ai dû gagner plus de 60 000 euros. Je n'aurais jamais pensé vivre ça un jour et c'est juste magique. Et c'est grâce à toi, donc merci Mathieu.
Bonjour Mathieu, ton système AMZ Momentum a littéralement changé ma vie. Au début, je vais pas te mentir, j'avais des doutes, je suis toujours méfiante sur internet, mais au final, j'ai bien fait de te suivre. En 45 minutes, j'avais terminé de tout installer sur mon téléphone en suivant tes étapes et j'étais choquée de voir que ça marchait vraiment. En moins d'1 heure, j'ai reçu ma première commission et après ça s'est enchaîné super vite. À la fin de la première journée, j'étais à 638 euros de commission, sachant que j'avais mis en place ton système à 17 heures. Puis ça s'est stabilisé environ 1000 euros les jours d'après. C'est une énorme bouffée d'air, je m'en sortais plus entre mes factures, le crédit de mon appartement, celui de ma voiture et un crédit de consommation en plus. Ton système a changé ma vie. Encore une fois, merci beaucoup.
They'd never made any money on the internet, they didn't have any experience, and they had quite conventional jobs before they installed AMZ Momentum. And they've been so successful because the system does everything for you. Ask yourself, why should you have different results from me or my members if you have exactly the same system? Everything is already in place for you to earn up to $1,178.13 on your first day. Thanks to this system, you can forget the days of tedious, endless work that wears you down and repeats itself endlessly. Forget the sound of the alarm that pierces your skull every morning and makes your stomach turn because it's time to go to work. From now on, your life and your time can belong to you. Forget those endless hours in the car or on public transport. Put an end to your diary being created by someone who's getting rich off you. No more abuse from your boss who doesn't give a damn about you. You could do more in a month than most people do in a year. And the craziest part is that you won't be taking a single risk by starting today. Because now that I've succeeded, my mission is to help new people achieve their goals and the life they've always wanted. I've managed to earn a very good living and help my family, and now I can help people like me do the same and set them free. To be honest, at the beginning I was going to sell this system for $500. It's well worth it because I guarantee the results and it can earn you double that in a single day. But I know that with the crisis and rising prices, most people are unable to invest such a sum, even if it's a good deal. And I must confess that I also have a hidden interest in giving you access to my system. Since I started making a very good living on Amazon, I decided to launch my own products on the site, now that I could afford it, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to promote them. Of course, you'll have a choice and you can select other winning products from the list. So it's in my interest for you to succeed because it'll make me more money straight away. That's why you won't have to pay $500, $200, or even $100 to access my complete system, but just a single payment of $37. That's it for a system that's 100% guaranteed to work and change your life forever. To access it now, simply click on the button below. You'll just have to fill in a few details in the small, secure form. Then you'll receive my system by email within 2 minutes, with a step-by-step guide to easy installation. Everything is detailed from A to Z. It's very simple and takes less than 45 minutes. You don't have to think or do any research on your own. And in less than an hour, you'll be able to recoup your small investment. And let me reassure you, you won't have to pay anything else to get the system up and running. Don't think of the $37 as an expense or a conventional purchase, but rather as an investment in yourself and your future. Because if you arrive on time and secure your place now, you'll be able to earn money for as long as Amazon exists. And even if it only lasts 15 or 20 years, it could give you time to set aside enough to invest and never have to worry about money again. Then, of course, you could turn the page and go back to your normal life, your debts, and your problems. But are you really willing to risk losing this opportunity just for fear of investing $37 in yourself? In fact, I'm so confident in my system that I'm going to make the decision much easier for you by taking all the risks off your side. If you access AMZ Momentum today, I'll guarantee your results at 100% for 2 full months. That means you have 2 months to test my system and see how profitable and effective it is. And if you're not 100% satisfied, all you have to do is send me a simple email to support@free-web.com and I'll refund your money immediately. There's no long drawn-out process to get your money back. Either you earn up to $8,200 a week in Amazon commissions using my system, or I'll refund every last cent, no questions asked. You can't lose today. You're not taking any risks. In fact, the only risk you're taking is that you'll miss your chance and regret it for the rest of your life. Imagine receiving the email containing this system and easily installing it in less than 45 minutes. Imagine receiving notification of your first commission a few minutes later. Imagine earning enough to never count again. You could secure your future and that of your family forever. Or you could treat your loved one to a shopping day on an unlimited budget. Imagine for a moment how she'd look at you. Imagine the look on your friends, neighbors, and relatives' faces if you started earning more than 99% of the people in the world. On the other hand, be prepared for some people to start talking into your water and others to start asking you to pay for everything. Of course, it's not all good news. In fact, I must warn you about one important thing. Obviously, you'll have to declare your earnings to avoid legal problems. If you decide not to declare them, you'll be held accountable and exposed to serious legal penalties. It's also possible that your bank will call you in a few days to ask about the source of your winnings. That's why I'll tell you how to justify them so that they don't block your future earnings, as this has already happened to some people. Now, if you're wondering what's going to happen once you join AMZ Momentum, don't worry, because I'll be with you to guide you every step of the way. You can think of me as your personal mentor. No matter what question you have, no matter how silly or insignificant it may seem, I'll be happy to answer it and help you. Remember, I have a vested interest in your success. On the other hand, if you want to join me in making up to $400,000 in a year, you'll have to be quick. Of course, I'd like to help everyone, but it doesn't work that way. The operation of this system would be jeopardized if I let everyone have access to it. Consequently, places are limited, and the number of places remaining today is displayed below this video. So, if you want to secure your place, click now on the button below to enter your information in the secure form. But are you willing and able to tell them to lose everything? Are you willing to risk missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime? When in any case, you risk nothing with my guarantee. I can't make this decision for you. In any case, I want to help people who have the courage to take action and try new things. Unfortunately, if you're not ready to take the plunge, then sad for you. But personally, it won't change my life. And someone else, similar to you, will take your place and enjoy their dream life when it could have been you. It could be a neighbor, a friend, a coworker. So make your decision now, before it's too late, and click on the button below the video. You won't get another chance. Don't put it off for a few hours because it may already be too late. Once again, the number of places remaining is displayed below the video. So if you'd like to take advantage, click on the button below. I'll be waiting on the other side to show you the way to success.